Hi there, my name's Dr. Marcus Bussey. I work at the University of the Sunshine Coast. Before I came here, I spent many years working in neo-humanistically oriented schools. Based on that experience, I want to introduce you to the cosmic curriculum. Now, human beings love stories. We have stories for everything, and we have stories for education too. We have a story such as, study hard now and you will have a great job in the future. That's a deferred gratification, sort of utilitarian type story. We have romantic stories like, study what you love and you will be happy. We also have stories that go beyond both of those and say, learn how to learn and you will be a lifelong learner. Or even push the boundaries further and say, well, look for meaning in what you do. And if it's not there, you must be looking in the wrong place. So the neo-humanist story, though, is the biggest story of all. It's the biggest story you can tell. Why? Because it's a cosmic story. It's a story of forms. It begins with the Big Bang and continues on until the present moment. This moment where you and I are all unique expressions of some play of forms across time and space. It assumes that there is a creative principle at work in this plane of being. The creative principle plays with forms. It is endlessly creative. In the biological sciences, we've come to call this evolution. But however you want to call it, we need to see it as a form of play. Drawing on the ancient tantric story of the Brahma chakra cycle, the neo-humanist story tells of a time of outflowing of forms, from the etheric to the solid. This is the cosmological story studied by astrophysicists. In the neo-humanist story, however, once all the elements of the material world are in place and the planets are formed, you find life. Life is more conscious play. It's a conscious play with forms. So with life, biological evolution experiments with forms and forms of consciousness. There is a yearning to return to the beginning of their story. And it gives birth to spirituality as a process and to religion as socio-historical forms, collective forms that emerge over time to reflect the cultural and spiritual urge to return. This journey is described in the Brahma chakra cycle. It is a cosmic curriculum. It provides us with a narrative that encapsulates everything that we wish to communicate through education. Within this curriculum sits all aspects of what we need to do in any classroom or in any learning encounter, in any workshop, wherever we are. This principle plays out. This curriculum of forms. For instance, we have the physical sciences that describe the material world that forms play in. We have the humanities that describe the socio-cultural forms that express our collective yearning and the struggles we face in working both individually and collectively towards achieving that return. We also have spiritual science, which works on the subjective journey to deepen our own relationship with consciousness and to understand how this yearning is best expressed in the world that we inhabit in time and space. So we have the objective world and we have the subjective world. And the story that informs this cosmic curriculum enables us to roll it out in all learning contexts. So when you tell the neo-humanist story and lay out it as a cosmic curriculum, then all learning becomes meaningful. Meaningful learning accelerates all forms of engagement with the tools of learning, literacy, numeracy, the kind of cultural knowledge required to navigate the complex world we have. It informs resilient responses to difficulties and struggles. It provides us with a sense of who we are in this large, messy but wonderful play of forms. So the task before us as educators becomes one of embracing that story and learning how to communicate it through all that we do in the classroom. In the cosmic curriculum, there is nothing that does not have a meaningful place. In the next talk, I will outline a little bit of how I've approached that cosmic curriculum over my career. Thank you very much.